whole bunch of stuff I dumped down on my desk, so let's turn it and we'll see if we can figure out what we want to do. So of those things, one of them is a strand of Jesse James beads. Then we have a bunch of pearls, some silver ball spacers, and some daisy spacers, as well as a couple of boxes of odds and end things that I got from Fancy Nancy when she was having her sale. So, not sure yet what we're going to do. I was thinking maybe a Renaissance necklace, a style necklace, which we still could do. Let's look down and see what we decide. Hello, Burl. So as you can see, oops, a little bit too much. Still a little too much. Nah, it's not bad. Hi, Rosemary. So anyway, what we've got here is a lot of odds and ends stuff. I also have this pretty star. So I'm sort of trying to decide, do we want to, though this star is gold, so we'll probably put it away. I think most of our things we have out here are for silver. And I'm trying to decide some gorgeous pieces in here. These are really cool for dividers, so these would work great if we're doing a 2-strand. And we probably are doing a 2-strand if we're using something in here, because most of these are 2-strand pieces. Now, that's interesting. There's some purple, and these are, I think, the only real gold things I have, so we're not going to worry about those. This is too modern if we're making a Renaissance necklace. Those are pretty divider pieces. Oh, they have a curl to them, so they're more likely a bracelet piece. Or if you were making a choker. I'm not much for making chokers, so I don't think so. This is a pretty piece. Let's see what's in the other box. Though I do want those little spacers out, I think. Well, what are these spacers? Oh, those are pretty ones too. Those would make it go good in the necklace. Well, let's see what the other one is and see what we want for our focal. Hi, Leah. Hi, Cindy. Okay, there's lots of golds in here, and we want silver. So let's see what we've got in here that's silver. We've got this one, which I think we had some in the other. This one. That's an interesting piece. This big guy. And this fellow that looks sort of like a mirror. I put this one in one of my circlets. It really looked cool. Actually, we could do no, those are two it's got to be the big one if we're going to make a drop pendant. think these two. So what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll put this one box aside now. And though we did have this one in a black. I think we'll stay with the yellow. Now we want to get a couple of these for divider pieces between the pearls. And we probably want at least 4. We want probably 4. So we'll get 4 of these out. And then maybe like a couple of these out as well. Maybe just the 2. I don't think we're going to use this, so let's put it aside. So go with this and this. Then we'll go up the side with our pieces. Bing. Stay standing up so I can see what you look like. Same on this side. Then we'll take pearls and put between, and then we're also going to do a drop of pearls for the second row. So they'll drop between each of those, but go straight across for the top one. Still debating on whether I want another one of these little guys in here. And if possibly it would look better with another one closer here with these further apart. And I could make them so they didn't have much drop, that they were just close going to each other, and that would bring it there some. Then, like I say, I'm going to come down here some to put this second piece onto here so it has a drop pendant. And then because it is a 4-hole, we could actually make another piece coming down if we felt like it. So, wow, those are 4-hole too. We'll put, I think we've got the things we're mainly going to use out. Some of the kitties are being naughty over there, it sounds like. And I'm debating these, so we'll just stick them up to the top. And I could throw a few crystals in here as well if I wanted to give a little more oomph to the beginning. Now, I probably won't make this exceptionally long. It'll be longer than 16 because that's too close to the neck in my opinion, but maybe 18. Probably definitely no longer than 18 probably. So let's get some soft flex out and we will start devising this. Yeah, I like it too. It's a little bit dirty, but that's all right. We'll clean it up. So I'm going to get some, I'm thinking some white Softflex since we're going to be using the pearls. There's some white Softflex. And since I don't want this to be any longer than 18, I'm probably going to cut about 22 inches of wire for this first strand. And you're probably going, why do you need 22 inches? Well, because I don't like it to end up being too short. So I'd rather have too long than too short. So we're going to go with 22 inches. So I've got 12. And there's 22 right there. So we'll put our guard back on. And just cut her about right here. Now, since I didn't hold on to that, that's probably not quite 22, but that's all right. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to put this on here. Well, nope, I'm going to start from the middle. I'm sort of strange that way. I like to go from middle to middle. So we're going to go through here. You know, do I have any nearby me here? I want... Actually, it's cheating, but I'm going to do it. I have from my Softflex winter set, we have some crystals in here too, but the thing I'm after is that little bottle of Miyuki crystals. Miyuki seed beads here. Why am I going after those? Because I like to drop them on the floor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some of these out, and then I'm going to put a line of seed beads from side to side so that it's just not bare sitting there. And you could leave it bare. I just prefer not to, so I'm going to put some seed beads in there, and that will take care of that problem. So I'm going to go through the first, and I am going to put my bead stopper on here on this end, and I'm just going to put seed beads on here till it fills in at least part of the hole here. Oh, come on, you guys. None of you are being cooperative. There we go. Now, after I get these on, I'm going to go through the loop, and then I'll probably put 1 or 2 more seed beads here to hold the pearls from smashing right into the edge here. Looks like we can get maybe 2 or 3 more on. Let's put 2 and see what we got, and then we'll see if we need that third one. Yeah, 1 more. Now we go through this side. Come on, baby. Now see how that's pretty snugly in there now? Now I'm going to put 1 or 2 seed beads on the other side here so that, like I say, the pearls are not going to be hitting right here on the edge of the shield, as I call it. That should be good. Now we're going to get, I don't want my little seed beads coming off, put 2 on this side as well. Now these are Miyukis, so I'm not real worried about the sizing and stuff. I know they're going to be good. So we're done with these for right now. So we'll put these up here. We will use them again when we go through our bottom set of loops. And we're going to go through the bottom set of loops twice because we're going to hook this onto here at the bottom. So we'll put this up here. It's going to be one of the last things we do. And I'm going to cut some of these pearls loose, and we're going to start stringing pearls. I don't think I got a second one of these out, and I need to, but I'll get that later. Now these are glass pearls. So of course they're all going to be uniform. And we're just going to start stringing these on. Now see how that keeps it from hitting that? Now I am going to put some little daisy spacers between each pearl because I don't like the pearls to be, because I prefer to have spacers. I'm a little weird that way. I want spacers. You don't have to put spacers in. And in fact, if I wanted to, I could put 2 in like so, and it would make a nice definite break there between the pearls. And I think we are going to do that because I like the looks of that. So I'm going to move this up some so it's not, so this keeps it from, because I'm going to just work on this one side first. So because if we want to drape, we definitely need to put enough pearls in here so that we can just put a drape in here. I'll probably put, well, we'll see. Because you've got to have enough room. If you don't put enough at the top, when you go to do your drape, it's going to look a little funky. So you want to have plenty of drape space. There's 5. On the other hand, I don't want it to be too many because then we can't get in all our pretties. I'm thinking 5 should do it. We can make a drape with like 7, and it won't be a deep drape, but it will be a drape. So now we'll go through this guy. Now again, if you wanted to, you could put the seed beads in. I'm probably not going to on these smaller pieces. So now we go with our next set of 5 here. If it weren't for the fact that I'm doing a drape, I might just put this one in right now. And let's see. It'd look pretty, but we wouldn't get the drape. So we'll go back to our 5. Okay, there's our 5. I'm going to measure this now to see where we're at. And it's about 5 to the middle. Let's see, how much is it just the pearls in that 4? I'm going to skip these little guys altogether, and we're going to go to this guy. Because I'm thinking if we're doing 18 inches, come on, Butterfingers, let's work. I have a teeny bit of a headache, so and a stiff neck to add to it. You guys ever get a headache and then get a stiff neck? And I always wonder when I do, is the stiff neck from the headache or is the headache from the stiff neck? But it doesn't really matter because they both are there. Though they're better now than they were when I first got up, so that's always good. Okay, I've got 3 bunches here, and we're up to 7.5 total for the half, but the bead strand is about 6.5. I'm going to put the stopper on this side, and we're going to go to work on this side. We'll see where we're at that point. I think we need a little bit more of it over here. Okay, I am going to have to get out another one of these. Oh, PK, I'm sorry to hear that. And yeah, I imagine it does. Mine's working fine, but that's good. But yeah, I'm sure people do what with this cold getting, probably breaking springs and stuff, such like that. Such a problem. But and for those of you who haven't heard, we've been in the deep freeze here in Montana. One day it was minus 35. It was horrible. Still not great. I think we were minus 10 this morning, or maybe minus 9, something like that. But I would not like to be that cold. Now my family all lives down in Arizona. Well, most of them. One sister lives in Virginia. But they're always trying to get me to come down there. Oh, but it's 70 degrees in the winter or 60. And I'm like, yeah, but it's also 100 and something in the summertime. I can't take that kind of heat. I went down to visit in April and they had an uncommon snap of the heat. And I ended up getting sick because I got too hot. So, it's a trade-off. unless you're a snowbird. Okay, we need to get some more pearls out. And I also need to get the other one of this out, so. So we'll get this back out. Get one more of these out for the second piece and put these little guys back. And cut another strand of the pearls. Now, in case you're wondering, I'm pretty sure I got these pearls at Michael's for a pretty decent price. But like I say, they are glass pearls, so. Oop, come back here, you. And it looks like I need to get some spacers out too. Now, I make these necklaces mainly for the Renaissance festivals because they're more of a medieval or a Tudor style than regular. But boy, I think they're gorgeous. I made one for myself for the last Renaissance festival we were at that I just love. In fact, I think I'm wearing it in my last profile picture. That was from the Renaissance Festival. I have my circlet on as well as my jewelry. We have a crying cat in the background. In case people are wondering, that is not Rory that's crying right now. It's Sammy. Baby, go through. Now the other 5, we'll see what length we're at then. I'm not going to put any more of the big pretty dividers in because it's going to be towards your back, whatever's remaining here. So it'll just be pearls. Okay, now let's see how long we are right now. Oop. Well, it's obviously more than 12. We're all off of the side on both sides. So this is 12 right here at the so it's about 14 and a half. So we need at least another 3.5, 4 inches. How big is this? 2 inches. 2 inches. If I added 2 more inches, if I put this guy in, another one of these in, and added 2 more inches, it would be about the length I wanted, actually. So maybe that's what we'll do. I wasn't going to because this will go towards the back. But then a lot of your Renaissance outfits have your hair up or, you know, not in the way much. So we will pull 2 of these out and do one more turn on either side of the space here. So come on, go through your hole. There we go. And if I don't have enough room to make all the what I want, I will just remove some of the pearls. Oh, nope, nope, we don't need those yet. It's a pearl. There's 3. I'm going to just do 3 for now. I'm going to move over to the other side and do it. I think I've got more line over on this side, so we'll see how much line is here. Oh, baby. So this way. Now I've got just 3 pearls on either side, but we are going to measure it now and see what we're looking at. So $12 is about the middle of this piece right here. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 right there. A little bit over 18 actually. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to start the second row. Oh dear, that's too bad. No, they look really nice. That's why I bought them. They were pretty nice looking glass pearls. And I do a lot of, I used to not hardly use any pearls for things. And then I started making Renaissance stuff and I use pearls a lot. So this is, like I say, just a little bit over 18 inches. And because we're going to, of course, have to add the clasp, we're going to, which I haven't chosen yet, we're going to have a little bit more, it'll be a little bit bigger yet. I'm actually sort of wondering if I should take these out, these end ones, and just put a few more pearls in here. Because like I say, there is going to be a clasp there. But since I haven't got it crimped, I have plenty of time to decide on that. So we're going to get our Softflex back out. Our bottom loop is going to be longer. So this one, I'm actually just going to, now where did my end of my wire go? There it is. I'm going to do on the spool. So I have an idea more of what we're going to need. So what we're going to do, flip this guy over. What I do with my little beads. would have swore I just pushed them up to the top, but there I don't see them. So we'll just get some more out. I'll have to find them later. Ugh. Bead stopper. The two little beads that say right here to hold the pearl away from the piece. Now we're going to put our little beads through here. I didn't count them, so I have no idea how many there were. If I had counted them, since these are Miyukis and they're all consistent size, then I would have just needed just to put that many on here. That third one wanted to go on. It looks like it was right. It did need to go on. It looks about right. So now we'll put 2 more on. And then instead of 5 pearls, we're going to put 7. And we'll see how much of a drape that gives us. It will give us a little drape. It probably won't give us a big drape, especially on this first one, because, well, it's lower down. Because it's going to go up to come up here. So, and if we need more, we'll add more. This is the time when we experiment to see how many we need, because this is when it's going to tell us how our drape works. Looks like it's time for us to cut another strand. See how if we wanted to just have a straight one, that one would pretty much do it. Okay, I'm going to check to see what's going on here. Hi, Mary. Yeah, I'm thinking that myself, Mary. I probably will take off the divider pieces back here, because then I can, not only is it, like you say, against the back, so it's not that big of a deal, but also with just the pearls, I can regulate the length better. Yeah, I can do either way. We'll see what I decide on at the end there. Yeah, that's too bad about how you didn't need to take your brother to the is your brother all right again? Or how's that going, PK? Or did I miss something? I might have missed something because, let's face it, it's not easy to watch things as you're going along. But we need at least 2 more pearls here to put in the drape. So I'm going to cut another strand. Now, like I say, I got this strand of pearls from Michaels, so they weren't atrociously expensive. I think they were only like maybe $8, $7, whatever. I think they were probably one of the $6.99 strands, so that they have. Pearl number 7. Now let's see how these drape. Okay, you go over here and hook right up here because you're gonna not let this drape right. Okay, so it'll go in there and it'll drape down like so. And that might even be too much of a drape for the first one. No, it's all right. We'll go through there. We'll see how it goes when we get to the second row, if the drape is good or if we want to change it some. Come on, baby. So now we'll go on to the next row. Now remember, I'm going to bring this in as well, and we're going to bring some pearls down, maybe 1 or 2 on either side to bring it into place. So there is that too. Oh, wow, PK, that's great. Well, that he's out of ICU. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, he'll keep improving. And if he has some nasty bad habits that contributed to that lung cancer, hopefully he will have enough of an epiphany to turn it around some and not have that problem anymore, or, try and fix it. Okay, I need some more little daisy spacers. Now, see, here would be what it would look like if I left it just going side by side, which you could do because that's pretty, but I like a drape. Well, when I started this, I was thinking one of my Renaissance necklaces, but yeah, it would look great with a little black dress, wouldn't it? Okay, now we're at 6. And that's the drape with 6. Let's see what it looks like with 7. We may take the 7th pearl out and leave the drape at 6 because that's not a bad drape there. Just a little one sometimes is nice. In fact, I think I might do that. That 7 is nice, but I'm not real sold on it. because these are relatively large, one extra makes a big, big difference. Let's pull this off, put it through, and see what we think. Because if I need to, I will pull this one out and make it 6 too. Better do it now than when it's entirely finished and you're going, I need a little bit, needs a little more drape. Okay, now remember this, when it goes on, it's going to go up and around some more. And this is going to have that other drop on it. I think I'm going to leave the 7 down here at the bottom because it has a bigger distance, and besides we're going to counterman it with this one down here, but we're going to leave it 6 over here because the 7 makes the drape a little longer than I want it to be. So oh, and now it's time. Ah, I still have it cut. I just didn't knock them all off. Okay, that's good. What is it, Sammy? Now here's that decision over here on this side again. Do we keep going with more pearls or no? And frankly, we've got to pull it together or have a double line clasp, which I may try to find a double clasp instead of trying to pull it together, because pulling them together is a pain. Because you'll need to find something smaller so that when they come back over, they're not smashing into each other right off the bat. So this one will need at least one more pearl if we're going to just, for our drape. So we'll just put one more on right now. Then we'll see if how much wire we want to cut. Ding. There's a tiny drape right there. Now I want some more wire on this side just to be on the safe side in case I decide to do more draping and stuff on that side. So I'm just going to pull this wire through, and then I'm going to hook it to this other one here. So they're together already. Stop twisting. Don't twist up when I put you on here. Okay, so there's that inside done. Now we're going to cut the wire so it's approximately the same length of what we got over here. drape, 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 another few inches. I'd rather have, like I said, too much than not enough, so we'll put that aside now. And then we're going to start, as you can see, when you pull that like that, it's the drape starts falling out of, you know, it's not there as much. That's all right. I don't mind that, though I do sort of, I am sort of thinking I may need to, no, it'll be all right, because once you go up and around, this drape is going to lose part of its drape because of the way that it hangs to this. So we're going, I think we're good. So we'll take our wire out here, push you aside, and we're going to start stringing this side up. Again, this first drape had 7, the rest of them had 6, and they're not a deep drape, just a little drape. Okay. Get some more pearls. Now there's 6, which is what I have on the littler ones. And as you can see, it makes a big difference to just have 6 there. And we could just leave it as 6 because it does look good still. But I think we need that extra little bit here of 7 so that when we put this piece in, the pearls don't disappear up there. That they actually frame this one just a teeny bit. So let's get that 7th pearl on and go down the line. Now through you. Now, when this is worn, it's gonna look. Come on, baby, go up there. When I bring this in, we'll bring it down with a few pearls to hold it, and then maybe, like I said, we might even drape something down here at the very bottom because it does have the 2 holes down here as well. So . we'll see what we decide when we get there. Now we need to put in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6 for our bottom row. So there's the 6th one. So we need to go through our come on, baby. There we go. Six. You. Oh, well, that went straight through. Doesn't happen often. And then I think I have 4 over here on this side. Come on, baby. Okay. Got a lot of extra string here. Didn't realize it cut quite that much, but that's all right. Come on, let go. Okay. So now we have her all together here. We have to I have to find a clasp for it. I'll probably just leave that like this with the 3 and the 4. And As you can see, they do pull together quite a bit when they're rounded together. So I could have probably put another bead in there, but I don't mind them being that close. The only reason I wanted this one not so close is, like I say, because we're going to put this guy down here. And I think that will frame it nicely to have the other pearls there. Thank you, Marika. Hi, Dorothy. Okay, folks, we have hit our hour mark. We still have to find a class to put it together, and we have to put our piece down here. Do we want to finish this up now, have me do it off camera, or instead of doing a recorded video tomorrow, have a live video tomorrow and come back and finish it? Thanks, Leah. So anyway, like I said, I'm probably going to cut some of this wire off here because I have quite a bit, and I might use it to put my piece down here in place. And I could do this one of two ways. I can go all the way through and come down and then bring it together and crimp it in the middle here. Or I can come this way and crimp it in the middle up there. But either way, it's going to go okay. So I don't have a clasp out. So, and I'm, like I say, the thing I want to, I'm sure everybody knows how to put a clasp on. So, but what I wanted to show you how to do is I'm going to cut this because I don't need this much here. I'm going to cut some of it off and use it for the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and probably use some seed beads like I did before. And then we're going to put a couple of pearls up the edge here. And it looks like I need another strand open. One more. Because they're going to come over here way close unless I put some spacers in here. So drop it down here. Not sure that's going to be enough, but we'll find out. So, okay, so if we're going to continue on, and what we're going to do is, let's see if I've got enough here. I may want to get some more thread out. No, I think I'll have enough probably. So what we're going to do is just like we did with the other ones, and we're going to do the seed beads through here. No, this is not enough. It's driving me nuts. So it can go away. Okay, slip up there, baby, so you're not in my way. Get some of these guys out. I didn't want you yet. Now this frame is not as deep as the other one, so I'm going to take off one of these seed beads. That's better. Now I want it to drop down at least down to here. So let's cut this here. And I have plenty to work with here. Oh, now that was not nice. Braid my end here. There we go. Do the other side here. Get on. Just about used all my pearls, not quite, close. There we go. Now my biggest concern right now is, do I want, yeah, I sort of need the two pearls so it's not smacking there, but at the same time, they are ramming into their buddies up there. Well, I'm going to put a little seed bead or two on, since this one is going into this big frame over here. We're going to clip this on here. We'll put this through here and see what it's going to do. You get back down here where you belong. I'm going to do the same on the other side and feed it through, and then we'll pull it up tight and see what it looks like. Don't go losing that guy. Okay. I was afraid that that would be too much, but I'm not sure it is. I sort of like it. Though it would be better with a smaller pearl right here, but I think Yeah, I think so too. And I'm thinking that I mean, it's not bad. It looks all right, and it's not going to fall because I have it. These are really tight there. With the little seed beads playing in there, it doesn't do bad. But I think it would be better with a smaller pearl here or some other type of bead. And I might put a crystal in since I've got crystals all over the place rather than that second pearl. But at the same time, that would break up the way the necklace is falling. So I just not sure what I want to do there. I'm going to try something. Let's see, where are they? Sorry, folks, looking for my crystals. I want to see if... Nope, those are pink ones. Those definitely won't work. I would have sworn my crystals were right here beside me, but I don't see them. I just want something smaller here. This one pearl is just, I think, too big. It's making too much of a bump against this one here. So I want to find something smaller. Ouch, my neck. Nah, that wouldn't work. It's AB. If it was straight crystal, it might work, but let's see. This is a beige pearl. Need has to pull down this way or it's not going to be. Well, maybe we'll leave this guy on. And because he does need that space. I mean, he needs the distance between the two focals. That might work. Just putting a couple of spacers in there. Oh, come on, seed bead, go back on. There we go. Now let's pull this up and see if I like it with just the two spacers in there. That might be what it needs. A lot of times when I'm working with pearls, I'll throw some crystal in amongst it just to give it a little bit of a extra something. And I didn't do that this time, or it might have worked. Oh, you know what? I think that might just work. See how that pulls it down away from the other pearl some? Yeah, I was thinking a bicone too, but I think these two spacers are going to work. I'm going to see when I pull this side out and put them in here, and then that will match up with the rest of the necklace since I already have these two spacers going between each one. So okay, so flip you over, push you through. Okay. This side needs tightened some. The cords out of the way so they don't be a problem. I think that'll do it. And then it just looks like another spacer between the bunches. Yeah, I was thinking of bicone too because it would have, gave it the little edge to do the sideways piece there. But it, I think this works better because it matches up with everything else. I was thinking we could put a crystal in because there is crystals, all through it, not in amongst the pearls, but on our spacer pieces here. But I like how this looks with the two little spacer pieces there. I think that's going to work. So all we need to do then is flip her over. Then we're going to get a oh, come on, where are you guys? I just saw you. We're going to get a, I guess it doesn't have to be silver. Get a spacer bead here, or a crimp bead. Oh, they're right here underneath me. Your pearls, move over this way some. And then we'll get a crimp tube out. And I only need one, though I could use two if I wanted to. But I don't think I need it, since it's, and what we're going to do is we put our crimp tube on one wire, then put it through the other wire through it. No, you're not through. Go through. Pull them tight and get our crimping pliers out. When you're crimping, be aware that your little seed beads below you are glass, so you want to make sure that you don't break those. So now we'll just cut these cords off. Bing. And the focal's done. Come on, babies, flip over. Oh, twist it up. We're done with you guys unless I decide to do something more. Okay, so there is our double focal there. Thank you. Oh, so glad you like it, Dorothy. Yeah, I thought they'd made a difference too. The spacers up here. They actually made it almost look like the two sets of pearls were running together. So now we have to find, I need to find a clasp for the back, and I'm going to try and find a double clasp because a double clasp would be better than trying to bring these together. In order to bring them together, you're going to have to get something small. Like I'd have to feed a whole bunch of seed beads on here to so they could come together easily without having to bang into each other like they're doing right here. So you don't want to do that. Now the other thing we could do is, because this is a 4-hole one down here, we could add something more down to the bottom if we wanted to. I don't think it needs anything, but we could. Like a pearl drop or something. So, like I say, we could add some more pearls down here if we wanted to. But I think that might be overkill. So I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to leave our bottom holes with nothing using them. And that's what we're going to do. Now, like I say, I just have to find a double clasp and put this baby together. Put these Miyukis away and my spacers. I don't think I want any more, so let's put them away and get them out of our way. Or I'll have them all over the floor. I'm notorious for dropping all of my stuff on the floor. My husband periodically comes and cleans around my desk because I leave a mess. But I love the little fact that this little tube of beads, the tube has a screw top, makes them very much more secure and easier to get open than having to yank on them all the time. So we'll put those aside for right now. And the pearls all need to get put aside too. I know I had wonder. Ooh. Okay, I can't sing that, sorry. I was hoping it was, but it's not. I was thinking I had a box clasp in there that was 2, but I don't have it. To find. Come on, where did I put that little box clasp? I know I had a box clasp that was 2-holed. But where did I put it? That is the question. Earring studs. You ever do that? I know it's right here. Where the heck is it? would have swore, oh yes, I did use one of them the other day on our sparkle bracelet. So I know they're here, and I had 3 of them. So guess I'll just look for a little while longer and hope I find them. Well, I may have to do the clasp off camera. It's just as simple. Find a 2-hole clasp, whichever kind you like best, and then put 1 strand in one and 1 strand in the other and clasp them closed. Mm-hmm. I tend to shove all kinds of little findings in the cubby hole above me here, and then I go, now why can't I find that? It was right here. Would I consider making matching pieces? Yes, I would, especially a pair of earrings. And a bracelet would be really simple. Just take one of these connector pieces like this, and instead of doing the drop, just bring them together. Like so. That's hard when there's the drop in there. Well, you could even put a drop in there if you wanted to. Just the extra pearl would just make it open up along your wrist like so. But I don't like that. I think I would just take the drop out and just make it 2 rows of pearls like so. Grab hold of this so I can pull it tighter. There we go. Would look like that. So yeah, that would definitely make a gorgeous matching bracelet. And you could also do something like that for the earrings. You wouldn't want one of these pieces in the earrings because, let's face it, it would be too big. But you could easily take this piece, bring it up like this for the earrings, and just leave this, either bring another set down from this or leave it with nothing in it for the earring. So yeah, we could do that. And actually, maybe I will do those in another video, or we could go live again tomorrow and we can make it tomorrow. In fact, how about we go live again tomorrow, and I will search for my clasp since I'm not finding it. I know it's here, but it just doesn't seem to want to be found. I wonder if it's in here with my lobster claws. I did find some copper lobster claws the other day. No, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? To have it be where it would make sense for it to be. But so anyway, I am going to find those clasps and finish it up off screen. And maybe if you guys would like, I will go live again tomorrow and we'll make this matching bracelet and maybe some earrings. What do you think? Yes, I know it's hiding because I want it. So just the way it goes. I want it, so I can't find it. I know I have it. Isn't that the way it always is? You know you have it, but where the heck did it go to? So, yeah, I know I have the clasp that I want. In fact, I have a couple more of them. It's the clasp. Do you remember this clasp when we made the sparkle bracelet? This 2 slot clasp. That's a box clasp. Bing. Oops, I didn't get it to latch. That's not good. So anyway, this is what I'm looking for, this little clasp like this. And if I don't use this one, I might not, because even though it's a nice little clasp, it might not be as strong as I want it. So I may need to find and use a slider clasp, because I do know I have some 2 strand slider clasps as well. But the long and the short of it is, when I find them, I'll put it on. But in the meantime, I'm thinking tomorrow we'll go live. We'll make a matching bracelet, which is, like I say, is just going to be this piece here and the pearls in 2 equal length strands. So it will go like this. And hopefully I'll find the two strand clasps in the meantime, and then we can do the bracelet with that clasp as well, so that it matches again with our necklace. And then we'll design some earrings as well to go with it. But I'll find these, and I'll take some pictures once I find the yeah, I was thinking that too. That's why I was thinking, no, that little box clasp isn't going to work. Even if I could have found it, it's not strong enough. I think what I probably need is a slider clasp, one of the ones that go into each other. I don't know if I have one right here. I'd show you what I meant. But I don't think I do. But if I do find one of those would work nicely as well, because they are, they hook into each other a lot better, I think. Of course, a lot of times when you have a slider clasp, if you guys have had one, have you ever noticed that sometimes you have to tell people how to use them? Because they just can't figure them out. But I am glad everybody liked it. And I love it. I think it turned out very nice. I'm very pleased with it. I do need to find that clasp. But yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow we'll go live again, and we'll make the bracelet and maybe some earrings to go along with it. I think it turned out beautifully. Just sort of how I envisioned it, to be truthful. So we'll see you later. So anyway, like I say, see you tomorrow, same time, 10 o'clock. I know I don't usually do a live on Wednesday, just on Tuesday, but this is a special thing. So we'll see you tomorrow, live for our bracelet and earrings. Bye-bye.